Alright, so this video is going to be targeted to the guys out there that are looking to become men or on their path to being the men that they want to be. And I'm kind of just going to go over, I guess, the responsibilities of a man in society. You know, everyone's got their own principles, their own beliefs, you know, things they want to follow. So I guess all these things can be subjective and kind of twisted and played with based on how you want to apply them to yourself. But I feel like these things we're going to talk about are kind of just basic, I guess, necessities, basic rules, and basic principles that a man in today's society should follow. So to start things off, I'm just going to say to be a leader, to be a role model in your community, in your family, with friends, peers, or even people you don't know. Be the person that these guys look up to. And I think especially younger brothers, cousins, or just younger guys in general, it's important to be someone that they look up to. You know, you want them to say that they want to be like you when they're older, and kind of guide them in the right way, even if they don't realize, you know, that you're guiding them. Just try to apply small parts of the principles of man into their lives and be a role model. That's something that's so crucial. I think today, especially in how the world is, because the world right now is a pretty scary place. There's a lot going on with multiple different topics, and there's a lot. You know, everyone should know what I'm talking about. Just in general, there's so many topics to be covered, and it's important to brace the younger generation and embrace people in our lives for the big impact that a lot of these things that are happening, a lot of these events, what they're going to bring. It's important to get ready and to prepare for that a little bit, and even be a role model in your relationships. You know, with a woman that you're with, you want to be a man that can provide for her, protect her, love her the way that she needs to be loved, and all these things, and be someone that she looks up to as well. You know, push her to work harder and to be a better woman, and always push yourself to keep things moving. As a man, you're going to have to bear a lot of weight and the responsibility for a lot of actions, even if they're not necessarily yours. Like I said, go back to relationships. If your wife gets into some trouble or does something, a lot of the times you're going to be tied into it. So it is what it is. You're going to have to bear that weight, bear that responsibility, and take the heat sometimes, a lot of the times. And that's something that I think men get used to at a very young age. I mean, I feel like, at least with me, I've had to bear the weight of some situations that maybe I didn't want to bear the weight of. You know, being a young man in my teens, and even now I'm 20 years old, and I feel like I bear a lot of weight sometimes. Being just 20, you know, I'm barely even scratching the surface of being a full-on man, and I feel like I'm bearing a lot of weight. So I can only imagine what an older man who's experienced a lot more life has to go through. Bearing weight for situations and having that responsibility, having that pressure on you is not going to be easy. Again, that's me speaking from experience and from other people's experience too. I've seen it. I've heard it online. There's so many, you know, other guys that talk about their lives online. And it's not going to be an easy thing, but being a man is not an easy thing, and that's something that I kind of want to bring up too. Is don't expect anything to be easy. Just day to day, life is not going to be easy for a man. I'm not saying that it won't ever have, you know, easygoing times and it will never be good. Life is such a blessing and life is beautiful, but you're going to have to struggle and work hard to see the beautiful things. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of heart. A lot of mentality right there. You know, a lot of intelligence. And I'm not talking about just book smart, you know, or street smart. I'm talking about just life smart. You have to be able to apply yourself to so many different things and know so many things. And just be prepared to handle a lot. And so I'm going to bring up religion a little bit here. That's why, as a man of God myself, I think it's so important to seek God, because God will help with that pressure and guide you in the right way, and will just take you to levels that don't even seem possible at certain points in life, to where you can't even imagine yourself, but God can take you there as long as you're a man that is dedicated and willing to fight this fight and to crave that better life for yourself, for your family, your friends, whatever the case may be. Another thing is going to be making a difference, and that kind of ties into the whole role model thing and being someone to look up to. Just make a difference. It doesn't matter how big or small the difference is. try to impact someone's life for the better. It can literally even just be greeting someone. You know, you could be at the supermarket and maybe see, let's say you see an older man and he's just shopping, looking maybe looking a little down, looking a little blue. Just say, hey, I hope you're having a good day. Whatever, something small, something so minuscule that to some people might seem meaningless or you're just BS. But that could make someone's day right there. You know, who knows how long it's been since that man felt noticed, or you know, depending on how old he is, maybe his wife isn't there anymore, or he doesn't have as much family as he used to. Whatever. Just saying hi can really make a difference in someone's life, or helping someone. You know, again with being at the supermarket, someone can't reach something on a certain shelf. Whatever, just grab it for him. Oh, here you go. Hope you enjoy it. Just something so small that can really make a huge difference. Offer to spot someone in the gym, and that's something that happened to me one time when I was first getting into the gym. I was maybe like 15, 16, and I guess this guy could notice that I was kind of putting more weight on, and I was looking a little hesitant with benching. And he came up, he offered to spot me, and we were talking about just lifting a little bit. He was telling me about his experiences and how he got into lifting, whatever. But just that conversation inspired me a little bit, you know, and made me feel good, made me feel like there's people out there that notice that I'm just starting out and can kind of see maybe I have some kind of potential, or I don't know. You kind of see the point I'm trying to make. But small things can make a difference in someone's day, and I think that's important as a man to keep that in the back of your mind. And I'm not gonna say be overly nice, because you have to watch your back as a man. People like to backstab a lot. Again, personal experience. Being too nice can definitely backfire, but don't be a dick. Be assertive, and know when to be nice, and know when to, I guess, be a little more vulnerable. Don't give all yourself to someone right away, and don't trust anybody right off the bat. You know, kind of give yourself in increments and in pieces, but be nice and just watch your surroundings, and watch who you trust. That's kind of going to cover it for this video, just to get some thoughts and ideas out there to any men who are out there struggling to find themselves as a man. You know, I'm doing that too. Just because I'm talking about these things does not mean I'm such a secure man and I'm walking around like I'm that man, like I'm that guy. I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about, and that's not what I want you to do with these principles. Don't apply yourself and be some kind of arrogant prick. That's not the point. Be a man of God. Be a man of yourself. A man of value. Appreciate life. Be that role model. Make a difference, guys. I'm telling you, you can do it. These are things that I'm constantly working on. We can do it together, no matter where you are in the world. Know that at the very least, I'm on this path with you. I'm sure millions of other men are out there too, striving for more, striving for better. You're not alone. Keep trying, keep praying, guys, and I promise you life is only going to get better. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.